Catherine?
Good day, you two. It's nice to see you here at this festive time.
So, got any jobs for us?
I'm afraid I'd struggle to find you any commissions in the near future. With the arrival of the Windbloom Festival, the only task most Mondstadters are busy with is preparing gifts for their loved ones, but it's customary to do this oneself without assistance. Think of this period as the off-season for the Mondstadt branch of the Adventurers Guild. Spring is here, love is in the air, and everyone wants to relax and enjoy themselves. Even the cats at the tavern next door have been getting lovey-dovey with one another recently.
Ew. Gross. You know that feeling you get when you burst out the doors after a nice nap, hoping to make it to the store before the limited edition drinks sell out, only to get there just in time to see the last 2 glasses snatched away right from under your nose by a couple of pesky lovebirds? That's what this feels like.
Perhaps you two could simply take this chance to...
Traveler! Paimon! Thank goodness I found you. There's something I need your help with.
Whoa! Sucrose? Go ahead, Sucrose. We don't have anything else to do right now anyway.
Phew. Okay. Here's the situation. I've been appointed as the Windbloom Festival's special ambassador by the Knights of Favonius this year. My task is to do good deeds for people during this festival of gratitude and love.
Nice one! So how did they decide?
They spun an empty bottle donated by Angel's Share inside. I think so too. The thing is, luckily, I came up with a way to spur myself on, which has helped.
Is that a test tube?
Yep, every time I do a good deed for someone,
Sounds fascinating! Are you gonna use them in your research?
Yes. I believe these breaths of joy will serve as valuable raw materials for alchemical transmutation. With any luck, I'll be able to produce something truly miraculous. Actually, I can't say for sure until I have more test results to confirm my hypothesis, though. Anyway, I'm still missing—
Oh, is that all you need help with? Then just treat Paimon to a sweet madame. Then you'll get your last breath of joy. Hey, come on! Paimon's doing— So—
No, joy isn't measured in those— Let me put it this way. Have you— In the same way that those tenders— For example, in my case, I would say that to experience a statistically significant amount of joy, I'd have to do something like spend 6 months developing a medicine formula. Similarly, in order to collect a significant amount of joy—
Oh, long story short, you want— Oh, that's pretty—
Really? You have a plan?
Well, if things don't work— Oh, come on, Traveler. This is a festival of gratitude and love, after all. How could you refuse?
Excuse me, Sucrose? Could I borrow you for a second? Package for you.
Oh, sure. Be right back.
Wait, is that who Paimon thinks it is? That's Kale, right? When did she arrive at Mondstadt? Let's go say hi! Kale! Hey!
Oh, hey you guys. What are the—
You were staring into space just now. Something the matter?
No, don't worry. I
was just looking at a Mondstadt children's book in the souvenir. While I was flipping through it, a piece of paper fell out. The writing on it, if you can do these things, you may light the lantern. And what does these? Find a flower that is not of this world. Find a guide who will never get lost. Find one who would never lie. Find a legend that never ends. So, 4 things in total. Here, have a look. I asked a lady who owns the store about it, but she said...
Hi there. Sorry to butt in, but...
Oh, it was called The Boar Princess.
That is strange. I've read that book, and it sounds like that note you found has no relation to the story at all.
Do you know her? Let Paimon do the honors. Kale, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. And Sucrose, meet Kale. She's a trainee forest ranger from Sumeru's Avidia. Hello.
Hi.
This is getting awkward fast. So, Sucrose, what are your thoughts?
Without having done any research... But if you want my subjective opinion, the only people who read children's books are those with a childlike wonder and imagination. Would they really do this just to spread lies and ruin someone's innocence?
That's a great take. I love it. Exactly. Who would want to hurt a... Okay, so what do you...
If I had to guess, maybe a fairy that... I haven't read many fairy tales, so this is pure speculation.
Wow. Her guesswork is really good, though. But will she find it annoying if I keep asking her? We've only just met after all. What's the best thing to say to someone you're meeting for the first time? Well...
Then, what would you wish for, Kale?
Huh? You can't waste it on that. You've got a great... That's very kind of you. Kale! I know that voice!
Kale! Oh, you made good time, huh? You're way earlier than I expected. I spotted your green hair way off in the distance. Good thing my eyes are sharp.
Amber! Have you been doing well? Did you...
You bet. They're getting yummier each...
Huh? Wait, remind Paimon? A long time ago, I had a lot of help from a lot of people here in Mondstadt. So ever since my Elazar got better, I've been looking out for an opportunity to come back. Thanks.
If it's okay with everyone, why don't I take Kale for a walk around town?
Of course. Fine by me.
Sure, go right ahead. Sorry, Amber. I agreed to meet my travel...
Oh, that's all. In that case, you guys...
Oh, okay.
Traveler Sucrose, I'll come get her later and take her out.
Sure, no problem.
Awesome. See you later, then.
You all right there, Kale? I'm just feeling... Amber wants to I've only met Sue. I wish I had a little more it's nearly time!
Why is this humble windmill such a great view?
I mean, it's understandable. It must have been a long time since you last came to Mondstadt.
Because it is the true Great Vayu Viastra? Oh, come on. Don't tell me you don't get it. View, Vayu, and also Mahamatra, Vayu Viastra? No?
Kainari! Sino! Over here!
Whew, am I glad to see you. And who's this young lady?
Master, this is Sucrose, an alchemist with the Knights of Favonius. We just met. Sucrose, this is my teacher Tainari. He's a highly respected forest watcher in Sumeru, and he's also a very famous botanist.
Kale's exaggerating. I'm Tainari. Pleased to meet you.
So you have a teacher as well. The pleasure is all mine, Tainari, sir. Yep, he's extremely knowledgeable too. And this is General Mahamatra Sino of the Sumeru
Greetings. Though if I might say so, we're purely here for personal reasons. You needn't be unduly concerned with our official positions. And Kale, there's no need to use my full title. Sino is fine. Or sir, if you absolutely must.
Indeed. We're not here in an official capacity, just to keep Kale company on her vacation.
Keep me company? But it was you two that insisted on coming.
Kale is very important to us. We felt obliged to ensure her safety on the long, treacherous journey to Mondstadt.
But I've been here on my own loads of times before.
What about your work, though? What if something bad happens while the General Mahamatra's away?
There should be no issues. I have left my duties in the hands of my subordinates, and two especially reliable helpers.
Oh, Sucrose. What were you saying about you having a teacher as well? I was just going to mention that I think we're in a somewhat similar situation. I'm an assistant to Mr. Albedo, Mondstadt's genius alchemist.
Oh, please, Sucrose. Genius is an unnecessary epithet. It will serve only to leave an exaggerated impression of me in the minds of our guests.
Mr. Albedo, but it...
Hey, Albedo's here too! Grip?
So tell me, Sucrose, since your specialty is bioalchemy, what do you know about the antitoxic properties of the calla lily?
Wait! Can we hold off on the nerdy topic for now? Paimon doesn't want to be left out.
Oh, as it happens, I've studied the calla lily in quite some... I wrote a whole report on my findings. If you're interested...
We're supposed to be here on vacation, and you're already thinking about how to improve your herbal medicines? Also, I thought we'd agreed to take on new identities for this trip.
What new identities?
Mine was Adventurer Sino, skilled desert explorer. Tainari's was technological consultant to the treasure hoarders, and Kale's was traveling musician. Very much so.
I do wish some of the less cautious adventurers in the Avidya Forest would consider coming to Mondstadt instead. What Philanimo mushrooms lack in texture, they make up for in not causing vomiting or diarrhea.
Are you contemplating using some compounds from the calla lily as active ingredients in a targeted antidote?
Yes, I gathered a few on the way here, and my initial research
Okay, I got it. But as much as I don't wish to be a wet blanket, it takes a huge amount of experimental data to conclusively prove how different drugs interact. Add in the time for procurement and delivery of essential materials, and I'm not
Then please, allow me to help.
Mr. Albedo,
Apologies for my tardy entrance in the present discussion. I understand you're looking to make an antidote for poisonous fungi, correct? If you happen to have some samples with you, or relevant documentation on hand, perhaps you might give me the chance to review them later. But before that, I invite the three of you to look at this.
Food and lodging arrangements? Were you quietly writing this up the whole time? Paimon didn't—
Hardly. Rather, I should apologize for interrupting a serious discussion between trained professionals, especially after they've traveled. Nevertheless, I would encourage you to have a knowledgeable local arrange your detailed itinerary while you're in Mondstadt. Take a look, and should you find anything here to be a—
This is too kind of you. These arrangements are quite excellent.
It looks great! Even Paimon feels like tagging along for the food and board. Wait! Doesn't Paimon's opinion matter anymore? Paimon's technically a guest in Mondstadt too, you know!
Very comprehensive. The adventurer technological consultant.
Just one thing. We'd like the chance to cook as well. Why don't we change the group dinner?
I'll help pitch the tents!
I can help too.
And Paimon will take him to Good Hunter to order some starters. Mondstadt—
Great, then it's decided. Sucrose and I will bring the three of you to your inn for a quick rest. You two.
The wind rises.
Hey, Sarah! Can we have a cold cut platter to go?
Sure, coming right up. Would you like anything else?
Do we, want anything else? Yay! So you do remember after all! Paimon will give you the sweet flower from that sweet madame as a wind bloom. No need to worry about that! Paimon can make room for good—
All right.
If that was a wind bloom treat, then Paimon wishes it could be the wind bloom—
Behold! The wind rises.
All right, looks like we're all here.
Not at all. We just came early to set everything up, since we happened to be free. Kale put up the tent so quickly, but still managed to— I didn't do much apart from passing material.
Thanks. It's all thanks to Master and Sino.
What can I say? For a skilled adventurer.
Are you quite finished? Or were you going to sing each other's praises till the moon rises? That sunshine sprat was really very good. I didn't watch you cook it, but I believe that the prominent umami flavor of the dish owes itself to more.
That's correct.
Let me think. The aroma was quite uniform. Unlike that of a spice blend, it was also unfamiliar to me. So I would venture that it was a Mondstadt specialty. As far as edible Mondstadt plant species are concerned, calla lilies are usually used in soups. So if I had to guess, small lampgrass?
That's right. I've long heard that Sumeru's fish with cream sauce is noted for its gentle texture. Here in Mondstadt, we're not quite as varied in the use of spices as in Sumeru, but the principle of bringing certain distinct flavors to the forefront through combinations of natural ingredients is, Oh, very much the same.
I liked it a lot. I'm curious as to the exact ratio of ingredients.
I'll write a copy of the recipe for you.
Would anyone like to try the nutrient-dense meal I made?
I'll have some.
What about you, Kale? It doesn't look like you've eaten very much. Is your appetite low at the moment?
No. I just don't eat a lot normally. Sorry. I didn't mean to make things awkward.
Tainari. While we were on the road, we spotted something white, walking on two legs. Was that Paimon?
Which day was this?
Just after passing through Stonegate.
Sino, are you sure your eyes were working that day? Or maybe your hood was blocking your vision? Paimon always flies. There's no way she'd ever walk.
Is that right? I thought that you'd made me snacked on too many local ground nuts. No? Not funny? Ground, you know. As in ground up, but also the ground. Ground nuts make you fall to the ground.
Think of this as part of the process of getting to know Sino.
Still, we could test the hypothesis.
What hypothesis?
That plant species indigenous to Mondstadt may have an effect on the motor functions of flying life forms.
Hey! Paimon's not your test anyway! By your logic, wouldn't that mean that eating, say, Zaitun peaches, that would make a sick Paimon peachy in no time or something? Hey! Not you two! I think the Traveler and Paimon's conversations are more entertaining.
I see. You must have been keeping quiet about this grievance for
You seem much cheerier now that you're here in Mondstadt, Sino. Actually, it feels like you're a completely different person.
That's because I'm Sino the Adventurer. It's not?
In fairness, you only saw him in his work mode while you were in Sumeru. He's actually like this most of the time.
Yep, it's true. Sometimes when he's eating, he'll grumble about how the bowl is too shallow for the amount of food it contains and other...
I understand. Then allow me to reintroduce myself. Before, you knew me as General Mahamatra Sino. Now, please see me as Sino the Adventurer.
Yeah, so that's another thing he does. He'll keep repeating something he thinks is funny until you stop trying to resist.
So you have two different mental states? Almost like different fate.
I think in your case, the two states we would end up with would be... Oh, by the way, was there any reason in particular that you chose Mondstadt?
Oh, well, Lisa once told me that the Windbloom Festival is one of Mondstadt's biggest events of the year. I wanted to take this opportunity to give everyone a Windbloom as a token of my heart.
Plus, it was a good chance for Kale to get out and meet some new people.
Kale, Lily.
What?
Kale's Windbloom. Maybe she should call it a Kale Lily. It sounds very Mondstadt. There's also Cauliflower, which would technically make more sense, but somehow it doesn't sound as nice.
Moving swiftly on.
Wow, he just completely ignored the joke and carried on the conversation.
Sumeru's been through some major changes recently, and I don't get many opportunities to take a vacation. And this was a chance to join Kale on her trip while also learning a few things about Mondstadt's flora and fauna that I'll be able to pass on to my...
How about you, Sino?
I came to ensure Kale's safety.
That's just an excuse. Plain and simple.
Also, There's the matter of a Genius Invocation TCG custom-made card back.
Aha! So you did.
Have you all played Genius Invocation TCG before? And that is why I am proud to call you my friend. When I first began contemplating getting a new card back, I asked around before eventually a friend of mine, Sawada, whom I played cards with on occasion, had been to—
Calx?
You mean, he's a friend of yours?
I see. So, you came to Mondstadt in search of Calx.
No, that is inaccurate. I came here principally to protect Kale.
You most certainly did not. Kale's been here on the quiet numerous times, and this is the first time you felt the need to join.
Not only me, same applies to you too, doesn't it?
If my writer friend were here now, I'm sure he would describe this curious coincidence as having the makings of a good story. It's always a pleasure to meet a fan.
Oh, here it comes.
Wait, you mean you're Mr. Calx?
Having my new friends address me by my pen name feels somewhat unusual. Please, just call me Albedo.
Huh. So you're Calx. Sino's been talking about you non-stop recently. He's intent on getting you to design a bespoke card back for him.
You didn't have to say all that.
I don't usually take private commissions, but I believe that we are friends now, all of us. Our conversations have been deep and interesting, and Sino, your passion for this game is indeed one of a kind. I can see it in your eyes.
Obviously.
And given that you've come all this way from Sumeru to see me, I'd be quite honored to take this commission.
Wow, your teacher's so nice. I feel the same about yours. Well, they
So, how much should I budget?
Surely timeless masterpiece.
Any artwork fit to appear on the reverse of my card decks is—
Don't mind him. These TCG nut jobs are all—
I see. So, this has an almost religious significance. Well, for starters, I'd like to hear a few more of your jokes.
My jokes? You like them?
I do.
Really? I didn't see you laughing.
Yeah, well, the joke's ability to induce laughter is a separate matter, but I certainly find them fun.
If I might interrupt, does anyone else smell something strange?
my nutritional meal!
Will it be okay? Should we go over and take a look too?
So,
Well, Albedo and Sucrose were delightful.
I'd be grateful if you could check on Sucrose.
Only the base is burned.
Good thing Tainari's nose is so sharp. Has he been in this kind of
I know, it's just... Oh, yes. I'm not... Kale seems a little... depressed. I noticed she was in a... Remember that note she was... I was just thinking. I want to try solving...
Oh, yeah! She's the...
Exactly. Maybe she'll be willing to breathe into my... As much as I'd like to make progress...
All right. We'll help out too.
You will? Then...
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's meet at the alchemy crafting bed. We're back.
Oh, what a shame. You just missed a joke about windmills.
Stop, please. I don't need to hear it a fifth time.
That bad, huh? Well,
Didn't you say you want to see the Dragon of the East at some point? When are you going?
tomorrow morning. And you? What are your plans?
I'll go into the mountains to have a stroll and collect a few plants as samples.
Oh, perhaps I could join you? I'll be looking for inspiration for these card back illustrations.
Found you! I knew I was onto something as soon as I saw the fire.
Wow, you have really sharp eyes.
That's an outrider for you.
Uh-oh. Did we break the fire safety rules or something?
Actually, you didn't. Strictly speaking, you should have reported your plans first. But since two of our very own alchemists are here, I'm happy to look the other way. Ah, yes, introductions. I'm Amber, and this is the Reconnaissance Company Captain Eula, a good friend of mine.
Good evening. You are friends of Kale, yes? A pleasure to meet you.
Oh, Amber and Eula. The pleasure is ours. I've heard a lot about both of you from Kale.
Oh, really? All positive, I hope.
You asked that last time, too.
I'd say. We hear the latest news about.
Glad to know we've made a good impression so far. Anyway, come on, Kale. We're gonna take you to check out a few scenic spots.
Okay, great.
Still as high energy.
You know Amber?
Yes, we've met. She's Kale's most important friend.
That's Amber for you. Her outgoing personality.
It's getting late, and we still have a lot lined up tomorrow.
All right, I'll start packing up.
You're gonna get the tone-deaf bard to check out that note, aren't Guess knowing him, he should be hitting the taverns around. We can go corner him and make him answer. Check that tree.
Oh, it's been a while.
Paimon called it. Tone-deaf bard, drinking as you. Put your drink down and get your game face on. We've got some important questions for you, mister.
Okay.
So, what do you make of it?
Aren't you forgetting something? It's the Windbloom Festival right now. You can't just go around asking people for help so blatantly.
Ugh. Well, if you won't tell us the answer, could you at least tell us if this thing's...
Sounds to me like you want a hint or two. Fine. The person who wrote this prophecy is very powerful. If you manage to solve the riddle, good things are sure to happen. Also, I happen to know where once you've found the 4 things, I'll even write the location down.
Whatever. When you can get back to guzzling...
Oh, woe is me. Paimon sees me as nothing more than a drunken wastrel. There are actually a great many things that we bards are required to do. It just happens that enjoying life is the most important one. Once this is over, would you like to join me for a favor for a favor? Or, given the way that you're staring at me, perhaps you'd... I, of course, would be most amenable to that. But I believe you. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of time during the festival. Or, given the way that you're staring at me, perhaps... I, of course, would be most amenable to that. But don't worry, there'll be plenty of time during...
Quit following me. Behold!
A flower that is not of this world.
Sucrose! We've got some good news and...
What?
Huh? Really? Oh, all right then. Basically, the wind said that the prophecy is real and that your ideas...
That doesn't sound like bad news.
Paimon ate the... Blame Sino. If it's not funny, then it's his fault.
It's fine. Now, back to the other. I was thinking about the flower that is not of this world. it could mean a human-cultivated variety that so, the initial question is, can the but then, supposing we identified something outside of that
Whoa, slow down!
Okay, I did have one other line of thought as well. What about if Albedo may know the answer, but asking him right away would be like, it would render our search for the truth meaningless.
Could it be the wind bloom?
Oh, now that you mention it, the wind bloom doesn't refer to a specific flower. In which case, the wind bloom doesn't exist in I've made a note. Okay.
Yay! Paimon was actually useful this time!
I'll need some time to prepare. Could we meet up?
Sure thing! In the meantime, but, since we're really
I originally wanted to leave it as a surprise for her. But you're right, Paimon. All right.